My chair's wobbling again.
I think it might be on a
rock
or something.
Oh.
Maybe one of them does it, one of them doesn't.
Maybe you're not wobbling.
I'm not wobbling. Maybe I don't have it up far enough.
You've told people in the comments that you don't exactly love these chairs, right?
Just because of that. And they're so heavy, but they're so much easier to put together.
I know, we just did it just in no time.
Yeah. So what's the plan today?
Probably have to take her for a walk and then tear down and say goodbye to the Keys.
Oh, that's sad, isn't
Crapola.
it? Been here for, it seems like we've been here forever.
We've been here for a couple weeks. More than about 3 weeks, I guess. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Nice and breezy today.
It is. It feels good. I don't even know what day it is. I've lost track of how many days we've been down here.
It is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah. It's been fun here.
It has. The plan really worked out. Being able to come down here and, well, the first week was cold as a mother, but well, the first 2 stops, Jonathan Dickinson and Tomoka, we were cold. Well, Tomoka wasn't that bad, but Jonathan Dickinson got really, really cold both places. But getting down here as soon as we could, that is a good plan. PJ says the best month to be down here is November.
Yeah.
If we can be down here in November, it'll
be hard because we miss Thanksgiving.
Yes, but what's your favorite part about Pennecamp?
The water, of course.
Yeah. Hey, I got a leaf in my coffee there. That's crazy.
That'd be bad.
Getting out on the kayaks and stuff. Every time we come, we say we're going to go out snorkeling. I'm not the best floating whale.
You're not. You're horrible at snorkeling.
I thought I'd be good at it, but I suck at it. I don't know why. I fight it and
I want to do that
the water.
I do want to do that.
The captain that we saw yesterday morning said that it was really, really crowded.
Yeah. And it was really
Sunday,
rough out there.
Whenever they were here. And then yesterday it was going to be really rough out there when the wind's blowing. So the days when you can go and really enjoy it are, I guess they're not.
Definitely have to get a wetsuit too because the water is really cold.
Yeah. Yeah, there was someone was saying this is the coldest water temperature in recorded history during the month of February in Florida. How long do you think it'll take us to tear down?
Only 15 minutes to hook up, tear down and hook up. We don't have anything to tear down. We didn't put the room up or anything.
Yeah, we didn't.
They are no seams here, but these sites are so narrow.
I know.
And small.
It's definitely one of my least favorite campgrounds.
Yeah. It's like your neighbors. You have no privacy whatsoever from your neighbors.
Like these little bitty row of trees, and that's all we have between us and the neighbor.
And it's hard to sit out at night because the no-see-ums come out. During the day, it's fine.
But it's, well, they're out during the day, too.
Are they biting you now?
One of them just got me.
Oh.
But it's one of my favorite parks that we come to, mainly, I guess, because of the water and the proximity to a lot of great restaurants and shopping.
One restaurants.
Well, yeah, we figured out this one restaurant. Yeah, screw those other restaurants. We're just going to go to that one.
We're just going to go to the fish house.
Yeah, 2's all.
I'm just trying to think of who.
What do you think of the Travado?
The new Travado. It looks really good from the outside. I like it a lot. Sounds like they still have problems, though.
Yeah, I mean, the guy said that he couldn't go to Texas because
tank heaters.
The tank heaters are on recall. And as soon as they took it on their first trip, he started smelling something burning, and they had welded over the line going from the alternator to the lithium batteries. Somehow the industry's got to figure out how to have better quality. Gosh almighty, it's like, can you not just check the quality? I mean, how can a washing machine last for so long? And
well, even washing machines don't last like they used to.
Well, that's true. Nothing. Yeah,
they used to. Washing machine would last.
I used to sing a song about that. I was made before they made things cheap.
Yeah.
That was,
like they'd last for years. They last your whole life, and now they.
Since you're right, every time we've gone home from a trip, we've had to replace
an appliance.
Some appliance. Will we this year, you think?
I hope not. It's like everything gives up the ghost. But, you know, maybe our appliances are getting at the age where...
Maybe they are.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what you're thinking. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It does seem like they don't make them like they used to.
Yep, I agree. I don't know, I was thinking the same thing about guys, but that young guy last night that stood up and waited on his girlfriend to get there so he could hold the chair for her.
Yeah.
That was...
They were a beautiful
all you
couple,
ladies
too.
that were in there, you guys got excited about that.
Well, we didn't get excited. We just thought that was really, really sweet.
I
was wondering why he was standing up for so long.
He stood up and waited on her to come in.
Yeah, he stood
Maybe
there
they
for a
do
long
make
time.
them like they used to.
Some of them.
Somebody asked
And
us...
it gave Owen the incentive to open the door for me when I got to
I did. I opened the door for you, didn't I? We had a couple of viewers ask about how we leave the house for so long. What do we do?
Well, I think isn't that a Q&A?
We were doing the Q&A right now.
Okay. We are?
I think we are. I just decided
This is the Q&A?
this is the Q&A, yeah. This is sit down and drink coffee with Owen and Lynn, and I'm going to drink my coffee.
I've already drank mine. You're slow.
And answer some questions. So if someone asks you, what do we do to the house so that we feel comfortable leaving it for a couple of months during winter, what would you say the answer would be? What's the one thing that makes you feel the most comfortable about leaving the house?
I guess turning off the water, because we've not done that before on a trip. I won't say it's during winter. And we came back to a busted water pipe.
Yeah.
So in the old house.
Yeah.
So turning off the water.
So we turn off the water going into the house so that there's no water going in. That's
And then we have cameras everywhere that we
I would have thought that would have been the number one thing.
Yeah. Then we have cameras.
Having the monitoring system there to be able to do that allows
Security
you to see
system, monitoring system.
inside and outside, and
Yeah.
to me that's one of the things that lets me feel good about.
Yeah, and have family checking on
We
it.
have a neighbor that goes down there every couple of weeks and checks on it. Thanks, Tad. We appreciate you. And we have our son go over every
Whenever he
day
goes.
just about to check on it and check on the dock and stuff. So that's a good thing. But I think the cameras being able to get an alert to say there's a car in your driveway or there's a person walking on your property, that's a good thing, and it helps.
But I mean, there's things we do on the inside. Just
flush all the toilets and make sure that everything's there. We don't empty the toilet. A lot of people will drain water out of the toilets, but we don't. Our heating system for both floors is connected up to a Google Nest thermostat, and so we can see the temperature in all the rooms.
And that was
from
one of
here.
the fears this year, is that the power would go out during the big storm, because
But being able to tell that, okay, every room's at 50 degrees right now, and
we do turn the heat down.
And we turn the heat down, but that's a plus too. And we've got alerts on that too. If it drops below 40, then it sends me an alert and says, hey, something might be wrong with the heat, and we'll send Joe
One year
over
we
there.
kind of made a mistake there when we went to Alaska and we turned the AC off.
Oh yeah, that was a
Don't do
dumb
that.
thing. Yeah,
It gets really
leaving
hot
it in the
there.
summertime and just leaving it closed up, and we were gone for 5 months, 4.5 months or so during the summer, and
Yeah, don't turn your air
it
off.
was some places were kind of moldy, musty
in the basement.
but it was really musty all over when we got back. So now we leave the air so it comes on at a certain time every day, and then
Well,
cools it
now
down
we
for
leave it at a certain temperature, so you can control
But
it.
when we leave for a long time, I've got the fan programmed on both of them, so that it'll blow air in. Even if it doesn't need to turn on, it'll move air around.
Okay.
So I think we answered it. That's
And we get rid of all the food.
Oh yeah, the refrigerator. We'll go through
get cleaned.
anything that
It's
could
cleaned
spoil
out.
if you're gone from 5 or 6 weeks. We go ahead and either bring with us or we throw it away. Make sure that you empty all the trash cans. Don't give rodents a reason to come in. Empty the bird feeder outside to keep rodents away from there. But the squirrels do such a good job of that. I don't think we ever have to do
I've
that.
never tried to do that. I never done that on purpose. It's just that I usually stop feeding them like a couple of days before we leave.
We leave the Tesla plugged in and be able to monitor it from here, and leave the garage door open or closed and in lock mode. That's it. That's what we do. And I feel I don't worry about. I guess because we've got such good neighbors and we've got family that's there. It's not something. There's not a day that goes by that you don't say, "Hey, have you looked at the house today?" And
I look at it every day.
Since you have the monitoring capability too, you look at it every day.
But you do get alerts.
But my problem with looking at it every day is I start missing it.
Yeah. Well,
it's a thing. No one really asked, but I wanted to talk about comfort. You might not be able to tell. When I sat down, maybe you could, but my back was hurting a little bit, and we think that it's because I'm editing so much and I'm sitting inside on that little half circle, half moon bench, and it seems to be one of our favorite places to do everything, coffee in the morning and all, but it's really
hurting
something.
Your back.
I can't find a comfortable place to sit and work in this RV.
Quit working.
Well, turn it off then. That's fine. That's what I'll have to do. I mean, literally, that's what I'll have to do. Is I'll have to quit working because I don't have a comfortable place. It's not hard on my back to sit there for so long.
We do need to figure that out.
We need to figure it out. There's not very many things about this that we don't like, but for me, that's one of the things that if we'd bought, we looked at several that had a slide out that had a recliner.
Yeah, and I don't know,
if you sit in a recliner, I don't know, our chairs we have at home in our living room.
That's different. RV recliners aren't, or RV furniture is not really known to be comfort and something that takes care of your back and stuff, and something that, anything that where you sit for hours at a time.
What about our hokey way of sleeping for 2 months on a 3-inch cushion that's supposed to be the seat and then the topper and then...
Well, that's what we've done for every RV that we've ever had.
I know.
We've always put a topper.
We may need to buy one of the mattresses for it. That's a real mattress. You think so?
I don't know if we're going to keep it.
We tried a lot of things to try to figure that out. We even went to TJ Maxx, and see, there's shopping here, so we went to TJ Maxx and bought actually we used the yoga pad we have for our exercising, and I put that yoga pad underneath my part of the mattress.
The yoga mat.
The yoga mat, yeah. And I put that underneath that, and
kind of helped.
It kind of helped. It made it a little bit.
He put it under the topper.
Yeah.
Not on top of the topper. So.
Yesterday they asked someone, one of the subscribers that we saw here, asked how long we could go with our tanks if we missed having the cassette toilet. And at Bahia Honda, we were there for 12 days, and we dumped one time, didn't we?
At the very end.
At the very end. We dumped
dumped
the minute we got there, so we were completely empty when we backed into our site.
Yeah.
And we went 12 days of, and we were close. We were like at 80% on the black when we dumped, and we were like 70 on the gray.
But we were close to the bathrooms on both of the sites that we stayed on, so that helped a lot. Just walking over and using the bathroom. You didn't as much as I did, but
yeah. Let's see, what else have people asked that we can answer? We're knocking out drinking coffee and
Q&A.
Doing a Q&A at the same time. I'm gonna miss the keys.
Just think about where we're going next.
I know.
Not really. Are you excited about where we're going next?
Well, our next stop is Midway. I'm excited. It's one of those things where they call it Alligator Alley, and for a reason. So she used to like alligators.
When?
I know you used to love seeing them and taking pictures of them. Now you want to try to stay away from them, it seems like.
I've seen them, been there, done that. Don't need to see anymore.
Our next stop is Miaka River. And so we're heading up the west coast now. That's our next, that's where we head next. And we'll be at Miaka River. I want to get on the water there again, but someone over here put her foot down.
She can't. He can get on the water all he wants to. I'm not getting on there. I am not getting on there.
So Rocky and Sue, you guys ruined Lynn for getting on the water.
It wasn't Rocky and Sue's fault. It was the alligator's fault.
Okay.
I have no need to do that. No need.
What about the deep hole? Are we gonna get up
if you want to get up and
hike to the deep hole?
I'll do that, but I'm not thrilled about it.
I'm not planning on feeding you to an alligator or anything. You just take pictures of them.
That might be how you get rid of me.
I'm not going to get rid of you. I've got you trained. Actually, I don't. You've got me trained, but I don't have you trained at all.
I think it's both ways, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. We don't need to worry so much about leaving this.
Looking forward to where we go next.
Yeah.
I guess is the biggest thing we should do.
So when we were working our butts off all the time, and we don't talk about that much on the channel, but when we both had corporate jobs, and you'd get up at 6:30 and go to work and come home at 6:30 or 7, did you ever think about one day if you did all that, you'd be able to do this?
Mm-mm. I guess I was always kind of in the moment. I never really...
I remember us going to the beach, though. I mean, do you know how it felt? You go to the beach for a week, and you usually leave to come home on a Saturday or Sunday, and the day before it was always really, really sad because your vacation was over. And it took like 2 or 3 days to get into we're on vacation mode, and then about the time you did, you packed up and went back and got up the very next day and went to work and did it all over again. I'm glad we did it, though.
Glad we did what?
Worked hard and saved our money and put ourselves in a position where we can justify doing this. And another question someone asked was money on the road and how much should they budget at that. We can't really tell someone how to budget how much it would take to do this. We usually stay in state parks. We should name our channel the State Park Travelers because we just prefer state parks.
But I do think, a lot of people have been telling us about county parks. I think we need to start checking those out too, more than we do. I mean, we're staying at one of them, but we don't.
I think the reason we don't is that all the state parks that we stay at allow me to use Wandering Labs and Camp Nab to actually, and RV. Like this morning, the text message we got, you said, who's sending you a text message this early in the morning? And it was RV texting to say, we got the site at Grayton Beach for you. The county parks booking systems are all kind of wonky. And they're all kind of different. And it's more difficult to find cancellations. And since we don't plan,
I think it's easier too for county parks. For a lot of people with vans always talk about going into county parks and stuff, so it's easier for them just to go in and see if they have an opening or whatever.
So do you think, you watch the money more than I do, do you think we spend more money on the road or at home?
At home. I don't know why.
Right, the credit card bill at the end of the month, that that's we belong for 30 years. We pay off a credit card every month, and so that's our metric of how we know how we've spent. But it's bigger every month, isn't it, at home?
Yeah. We always find
some kind of project to do
at home, and things to do around the house, and going out to eat with family, and
if you take 11 people out to eat, it's a little more expensive than taking just the two of us, and we split a meal now. We've gotten to where we just get one entree and split it, and that's enough for us. And it's not because we're frugal, it's just because
we don't want to eat that much.
You're just so stuffed when you eat so much. So I agree. We save more money when we're on the road because almost everything we do is free here too. It's already included in on the price. So getting on the water, that's free, And we do
tend to stay in the parks, and we go out every now and then, but most of the things that we do are.
And you can't buy a lot because we don't have a lot of room. We've never, in the vans and in this, we don't have a lot of room to store things, so you don't buy a lot.
That's true.
Maybe one of the things that happens too is we'll go on a trip like this and think, okay, it's time to get a van, or we've got a van and it screws up all the time, and we say we're going to get rid of this and we're going to get something else. That process of switching what we use,
is expensive.
it's not just what we spend on it. It's like, okay, now you got to buy some kind of water filter. Now you got to buy all the things to put in it. Now you got to decorate it, and there's always that you got to get the other one ready to sell, and it's always a new problem, and we always spend money for that. So
you're always trying to make everything better, so
I know.
it costs money to do that.
That's what my grandfather used to say. It costs money to drink liquor and ride the train. I miss my grandfather.
I know you do.
He was...
But he never drank liquor, did he?
No. He'd drink a beer every now and then. That's still... I still miss him a lot. That was one of the reasons I like being on the water. Is and he didn't really ever take me on the water. We went golfing with him. You want to tell everybody the story of when he was older, Lynn and I would take him. We lived an hour and 20 minutes away from him, and we'd go see him
once a month.
Maybe 3 times. Once every 3 weeks or so, we'd go see him maybe. And Lynn's always taught me to do things better than the way I used to do it as a stubborn guy, but one of the things we'd always do is stop and get him supplies.
At the grocery store.
At the grocery store, and he chewed tobacco. He'd get Red Man chewing tobacco, and at first Lynn said, I'm not going to buy him any tobacco, he shouldn't be chewing it, but the more she fell in love with him, and
he's going to chew it anyway.
He's going to buy it anyway, so we would buy him tobacco, and we'd do everything. Okay. We forgot to tell the end of the story to you, and something I want to remember when I look back at these videos. So after meeting with subscribers there and walking around, we thought we'd pop back in and finish the story. And anyway, we used to buy, cornflakes and
cookies and hard candy, like those butterscotch
candy,
Werther's
and
candy.
We'd buy instant coffee for him and take that kind of thing.
We'd buy
He always made
toilet
instant
paper.
Oh yeah, toilet paper was the reason we were talking about it. Lynn would always, and first time she did it, I said, we really need to buy toilet paper. She said, well, that's one of the things that costs a lot of money, and people that are older, they need it, so let's buy it. And so every time we would go, she would buy like one of those 4 or 6 packs of Charmin, a 4-pack of Charmin. Yeah. And we'd take it to him. But she'd ask him what his favorite wipe your butt paper was, and he said Charmin, so she'd buy a 4-pack of that. And we did that years, right?
I don't think I ever asked him his favorite.
I did. I asked
you
him.
might have asked him. I don't think I would ever ask him what your favorite wipe your butt paper is.
But we did that for years, and we took it. And he got to where it's like a kid at Christmas. He got to where he expected, when we came in, we'd have a couple bags, and it wasn't why we went to see him, and it wasn't why he loved us. But one of the times, I'll never forget it, we went in to see him, and he said, thank you for the chewing tobacco, or he'd say chewing tobacco. He was from
chewing tobacco.
But he would say thanks for that, but then pulled out another bag of toilet paper, and he said, Lynn, honey, let me show you something. And so he took Lynn by the hand and walked out the door and went back. He had this little work shed back behind his place. And he took us in there, and he opened up the door, and he says, I need to show you something. And he opened the door, and he walked us in there and turned the light on. And on a shelf up there must have been 20 to 30 or 40 unopened things of Charmin toilet paper. And he said, honey, I don't need any more toilet paper. You don't need to keep bringing it to me. If I take a crap every day for the rest of my life and never buy any more toilet paper, I'm not going to run out, so quit bringing me toilet paper. I could use that shelf for something else. And I'll never forget that. That was one of those things that, he was frugal. He saved everything.
He was very frugal.
He never, I don't think he ever had a job. I think he told me, I don't think he ever had a job where he made more than $15 an hour his entire life. But he always had money. He always was comfortable. He spray painted every single thing he owned.
He spray painted his recliner, Spray painted his golf shoes.
Yeah, we went golfing and he got some new golf shoes that were on sale and they were white and he kept missing putts. And he says, damn it, I know why I'm missing all these putts. It's because my shoes are white and my eyes think that's the ball. So the next time I went golfing with him, they were brown, but they were spray painted brown. And it was kind of funny.
He was a
Lynn's
hoot.
been on to spray paint some things too.
I like to spray paint.
Anyway, and then we have subscribers coming, so we will take a short little break here and come back.
Hi.
Hi.
We're 2 doors over, and I just whispered to him, I think that's Lynn and Owen.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute, guys. We're doing our Q&A right now, so we'll turn it off.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, honey, we're
That's where you
great.
going. Can you get in there?
Sue and Billy?
Billy, yeah.
Billy. And you've been watching a couple of years. What is your square group? Oh, gosh, man.
Over
You know
there.
the
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Where's home for
right
you
on the
guys?
water,
Cape Cod.
Massachusetts.
Oh, good
wow.
gosh, really? On the water. Let's wrap up this Q&A. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, we
Hey,
love
I must
meeting.
be sitting in your... You're going to miss that.
file.
We love, I know I do, and you do too, right? We
Yeah.
love meeting folks, and they're so nice. And
Yeah, love hearing the stories of how they're traveling and
so he's working half a year, and then they travel half a year.
That's pretty-
lots
yeah.
of different ways of doing that, and I don't think I've ever met anybody that's done it and said, "Crap, I miss working. I'm going to go back to work though, full time." But we'll see how this one does.
Yeah,
And we'll
see.
do it. We'll do a Q&A next week. If you have a question you want us to answer or anything you want us to talk about and discuss more, then just leave us a comment and we'll do our best to answer it. Okay. Thanks for being part of our journey. What video? Oh, Bahia Honda's coming out Sunday.
yeah.
Have no clue what that video is going to be about. We'll see you next from Bahia Honda this Sunday, and then we'll check in with you next week with another Q&A and sit down, maybe coffee and chat. Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out.